Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so owning a dog can come with a lot of love, right, and companionship, but also some challenges as well. So here to help is Nathan Lowe. He is back, the Indy Dog Whisperer. First of all, welcome back.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Thank you for being here. It's amazing because, of course, we use this as part of our Facebook question today. Like, has your pet been naughty or nice? And it's funny listening to people's responses because some of them, of course, were being funny about it, right? But there are a lot of issues, perhaps, that I love my dog. I just wish he or she would do this or not do this so much.
That's right.
Right.
That's exactly right. So I teach 3 R's of dog ownership to my clients. The first R is reality, which means you need to understand you are getting a species that is different than you. Okay?
Yeah.
Different culture, different language, and different way of thinking. And I'll give you, for instance, when a dog defecates on the carpet, it's immediately seen as bad, right?
Yeah.
But in their culture, that's not a bad thing. That's marking behavior. Marking behavior means they're occupying a rank they shouldn't occupy in your household, which brings me to number 2. No pun intended, number 2. Number 2 is rank, which means you need to become a canine parent for your dog. Dogs operate on a hierarchy, right? This hierarchy means they have a structure and you have to occupy the top spot. And I'm not talking about this brutal alpha kind of stuff. I'm talking about canine parent. Occupy the spot their parents would. The breeding pair in a wolf pack breeds, has puppies, they grow up, and they are the authority figures. So it's parental authority in dog terms. Okay. Then, once that's established, you can enjoy the romance, which is the 3rd R of the relationship. And then the warm fuzzies and so on. But often people start with romance, and what this does is sets up expectations that cause chaos between the cultures. So know you're getting a dog, know the difference between you and a dog.
Right.
Then establish who you are as a parent, canine parent, then enjoy the romance of the relationship.
So we're essentially switching them, I guess you could say, a little bit.
Absolutely, and that is probably the biggest hurdle I encounter, is helping people's mindset change to say, this dog needs clear leadership in order to come to peace in your home.
Are some people afraid, are some pet owners afraid to have that, like, I don't want to feel like I'm, over him like this. He's so sweet and I want to be nice. And you're like, yes, but.
Absolutely, but again, I refer them back to their mother and father. How does mom and dad warn them about things? It's very fierce.
Very true.
It's unemotional, but it's fierce and no nonsense because again, it's a nonverbal body language.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about explaining and reasoning with a dog.
Right.
Why did you do that? I feed you. They're not going to understand any of that.
They're not going to understand.
No, they get boundaries by body language.
Right. Very quickly, I want you to set this up for us because you have a story to share about a dog named Sadie.
I do. Sadie, once a week I go to Greenfield Hancock Animal Management. I create a video on a dog. Megan, the kennel manager there, I'll ask her, who would you like me to feature? She said, we have a super nervous dog in there that is really struggling with interacting with people and just scared.
Yeah.
This is kind of the story of when I went there. It's abbreviated, but you'll see her transformation as I found what unlocked her, and you'll see at the end, and then I have a happy ending after we show it.
We're going to show it. Shall we take a look?
Let's take a look.
I think we should. Here's more with Sadie.
Sometimes with a dog that's nervous, if you pet and look in the eyes, you never want to reach over the top of the head. What I'm trying to do is just make a human touch. See how concerned is make human touch to her? There we go. Good girl. So we're going to take a woods walk. I think that's what she's been real interested in. See if that should get her interest up, get her tail up. Well, look what we discovered. We discovered a stream here. So we are exploring the stream, aren't we, Sadie? Come on. That water's cold, but we'll get her dried off, and she's having a great time right now, so we're gonna let her enjoy it. Look at the difference in the tail. It's hanging more normal now. She just did a shake off when we came up out of the creek like this, and her tail went to less of a tucked position. See it? So we come in here, hey baby. So we come in here, and now I can pet her. Now I can pet her. There's some trust established from the camaraderie of going out and exploring together. Dogs are very much into exploring as a pack. That's what they do. So now that I've established some trust with her, she's much more comfortable with me touching her.
And look at that sweet face. And you said you have some good news about Sadie.
I do. So just a few days after this, Megan, the kennel manager, said a really kind man with a farm had found her on Pet Finder, fell in love with her,
that's
and said,
great.
I'm coming to get her. Bought her all kinds of toys, and Sadie has a home for the holidays.
Oh, isn't that fantastic? That is just
Absolutely.
the best news there is. Okay, very quickly, where can we find you if we have questions and we just want to learn more?
Yes, so the quickest way to get a hold of me is through Facebook. I'm at the Indy Dog Whisperer.
Yeah.
You can also go to indydogwhisperer.com and get all my information. Phone number is 317-999-4388 or Gmail, indydogwhisperer@gmail.com.
Nathan, thank you so much, and
Absolutely.
thank
Thank
you for sharing Sadie's story with us. Tracy, she has a home for Christmas.
I want to be on a farm for Christmas too. That would be amazing.